Hey there, Lawson here, the assassin. This week's acronym is ROAS, Return on Ad Spend. So it's a pretty basic metric. You take the total revenue you got from your online or your e-commerce store and divide it by the total ad spend. So for example, if you've got $1,000 revenue, you spent $536 on ads, then the ROAS would be 186%. It's important to keep an eye on this. It'll tell you where you sit and how you're progressing. So keep a month by month tally of each of your ROAS for each media that you're using. Now, you might ask, what's the benchmark for ROAS in retail? So that's business to consumer. It's around 300%. If you're talking local business advertising, depends on the area and the product and service, obviously, but that's 200 to 300%. If you're talking business to business, again, 200 to 300%. That doesn't mean you need to be satisfied with those numbers. You can always achieve way more, and that's certainly worth aiming for. Now, I had a look at a few of our clients, and one in particular stood out. The last month, the ROAS was 1,276%, which is pretty impressive. And over the last 2 years, the average has been 948%. Over time, as we've played around with things and experimented and learned what works and what doesn't, that's improved. So ROAS is an important measure of what's going on with your business. You should keep accurate records across all the media. So if you're doing Google pay-per-click, display, if you're doing Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, etc., each one, keep an eye on it each month to see how you're tracking, whether it's going up or going down. It's a very important metric to keep an eye on to see how profitable your business is. Now, as with everything that I'll give you advice on, if you're about to start, get some outside help, do some research, come up with a strategy, and then play around with the creative, play around with the target audience, play around with the location, the time of day, the demographics, that sort of stuff, until you get the ROAS to a point where you're happy, and then expand the budget. So limited budget to start with, play around and experiment. And once you get that, just get stuck into it, do a consistent return from there. If you haven't done this before, or if you're not happy with the ROAS that you're getting, reach out. We can have a chat and give you some advice. Hope you find this helpful.